Hello gang, hello friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. If you're new, hello, my name is Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff with nail stuff, and the stuff she does with nails is done with nail stuff and stuff for nails. Well, hello there. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to do a bunch of American flag designs. They're all American flags. That's a lie. One is fireworks. We're not even a minute in and I'm lying to you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to explain too much what I'm doing because it's all quite self-explanatory and it's all a bit samey. But I've got some stuff we can kill the time with. But I will let you know I'm using 4 colours, just 4 colours in this video, I think. Let me think about it. Yes. Which are all gel perfection polishes, and you can get them at diamondglitters.co.uk, and you can use code TEAMDG for a little discount. I'm going to be using Alaska, Electra, Royal Red and Blackout. I've done 1 coat of Alaska here, and then I'm going to do 2 coats of a blue square, more of a rectangle, part of a square, and then I will do some red stripes, and then I'll hop in if I need to mention anything, but other than that, I'm going to talk about some American stuff. I was looking up interesting, well actually I didn't look up interesting, I looked up creepy and weird facts about America, but there weren't many results for that online, so I've just gone for straight up facts, because a lot of the articles led me to things about differences between English and American English, and how the same things have different words in each country. And one of the articles said that in England we call the main dish, like the main meal, an entree. No, we don't. We're not stupid. So I didn't read the rest of that, but I have found some facts that I will get to in a sec. So I didn't cure those red stripes. They were wet. I wiped and buffed before I painted the red stripes so that this glitter would only stick to the wet red. And then I poured it on and cured it. And then I've just pressed it in with my finger, and I'll dust off as much as possible so that when we do top, it doesn't drag any glitter into the white. I'm now taking these silver hollow, oh, look at them. I mean, hollow, amazing. Stars, the best. Put them together, come on. I did some base coat over this blue, the first base, and I haven't cured it. I'm just going to use that to place these stars on. And then in the top corner there, I cut a star in half just with some cuticle nippers, and put that in there. And then I'm going to cure it so that will hold the stars in place. And then I'm going to top the whole thing with super gloss. And this is our kind of glittery, hollowy American flag. I think this is one of my favorites. Actually, the last one is my favorite. Oh, it's good. I love it. It just looks so cool. But anyway, should we get to some facts? I'll put some instructions on screen in case you're not interested in what I'm about to say, and you're actually interested in what's happening with the nails. But if you're not here for that, if you're just here for, to kill some time, let's kill some time together with some facts about America. This article says, strange but true facts about the US that most Americans don't know. That's not my claim, that's the claim of Caitlin Morton. She claimed it on September the 7th, 2017 at 4:58 p.m, which is very precise. Right, here we go. Fact number 1. I'm going to do a blue heart now. That's not fact number 1. I mean, it is a fact, but it's not from this article. I'm going to do a blue heart, and then I'll do some red stripes, and then I'll do some white stars in the heart. Actually, I'll second coat the heart and then do white stripes. Or do I do 2 coats of the heart at first? I'm doing a blue heart, really, and then some stripes and stars, okay? Moving on. Right. Fact number 1. Are you ready? Americans, you supposedly don't know these things, says Caitlin. We'll see what Caitlin knows. Make a note and let me know how many of these you knew and how many were new to you. So, fact number 1. Oh, don't press that. More people live in New York City than in 40 of the 50 states. That's a lot of people in New York City. I think I'd get a bit claustrophobic. Oregon is the fastest speaking state in the US. Mississippi is the slowest. See what I mean? Nothing really strange and funny and weird or, overly interesting. But here we are. What's the next one? The word Pennsylvania is misspelled. Misspelled on Liberty Bell. The word Pennsylvania is misspelled on Liberty Bell. I could not live with that. I would be straight up there buffing that off and re-etching it in, although it looks embossed. So yeah, that's quite funny. There is enough water in Lake Superior to cover all of North and South America in 1 foot of liquid. There's a picture. That is a big fucking lake. Oh my goodness me. It looks like an ocean. I've done the red and I'm going over with white. So I cured the red and just neatening up the stripes with the white. The white's super opaque, so it will cover the red and just neaten everything up. Make them a bit more crisp. Like a packet of crisps. There's a town, did you know, in Washington with treetop bridges made specifically to help squirrels cross the street. Oh, I love that. Right, next. In 1872, is this a terrible voiceover? Was this a bad idea? I just didn't really know what to talk about in this video. I'm just doing the same thing. A lot of blue patches, a lot of red stripes, neatening them up with white, and then adding white stars. Right, in 1872, what happened? Russia sold Alaska to the United States for about 2 cents per acre. Well, there you go. You can get a unicorn. What? You can get, okay. Got ahead of myself there. You can get a unicorn hunting license. Oh no. From Michigan's, is it Michigan or Michigan? How do you say it? I'm going to try and combine the both. From Michigan's Lake Superior State University, a unicorn hunting license. Alrighty, that's one way to spend your time at university. Hey, what did you study? Oh, I studied maths and biology. What about you? Got myself a unicorn hunting license. Right, what else have we got? There's an island full of wild monkeys. Oh, look at him. You can't see him. I'll try and put a screenshot. There's an island full of wild monkeys off the coast of South Carolina called Morgan Island, and it's not open to humans. Good. We'd only go in and fuck it up anyway. There's enough concrete in the Hoover Dam to build a 2-lane highway from San Francisco to New York City. That's a lot of fucking concrete. What am I doing here? I'm painting. This is going to be the paint drip one. So I think this changes when I put it in the lamp and bring it back out again. The shape has completely changed, but I like to get the lines on first just to get a rough idea of where they're going, and then as I start to fill in around it, I will build and change the shape. I think I decided to make the drips a lot thicker because I wanted to put stars in them, and I wouldn't really fit any in the small bits. Right, are we good with that? We satisfied? Let's move back to facts. Arizona and Hawaii are now the only states that don't observe daylight savings. Oh, come on, we need some interesting, funny ones. Boston has the worst drivers out of the nation's 200 largest cities. Kansas City has the best drivers. So if you're in Boston, just remember 10 to 2. Kansas produces enough wheat each year to feed everyone in the world for about 2 weeks. Oh, well, when we finally kill the bees, at least we know we've got 2 weeks to live. There's a this is cool. There's a Darth Vader gargoyle on the National Cathedral in DC. Well, there you go. Get your binocs. What else have we got? Oregon's Crater Lake, that's a nice looking lake, is deep enough to cover 6 statues of Liberty stacked on top of each other. Blah, blah, blah. Boring fact. The Empire State Building has its own zip code. That's a postcode, isn't it? I'm doing the stripes vertically here just because I thought it would make more sense with the paint drips coming down. You know, does that make sense? I'm not even looking at the screen. I'm looking at my phone at the facts. Right, what have we got here? Jimmy Carter had solar panels installed on the White House, but President Reagan had them removed. All right, boring. The Los Angeles Coroner's Office has its own gift shop called the Skeletons in the Closet. That's bad taste, is it not? Something about a library. Something about Texas. At 46 letters, Massachusetts Lake. Okay, let's take a deep breath. Massachusetts Lake. Chagogagog Manchaugagog Chaubunagangamog. Nailed it! That's the longest place name in the US, even though it's based on a joke. There's a town in Wales that has, I think it's like 50, well, it's 58 letters, but it's considered 50 because some letters in Welsh are 2 letters that are sort of classed as 1 letter. But let's try that again. Chagogagoga Mounchagagog Chaubunagangamog. Got that down. In 1922, a man built a house and all of his furniture entirely out of 100,000 newspapers. The structure still stands today in Rockport, Massachusetts. How has newspaper not just kind of disintegrated? Anyway, right, come on, let's find out something interesting. In 1893, an amendment was proposed to rename the country to the United States of Earth. That's ridiculous. The United States of Earth. A highway in Lancaster, California plays the William Tell Overture as you drive over it thanks to some well-placed grooves in the road. That's amazing. I would just drive up and down it all day. Right, what else have we got? Anything funny? The town of... Oh, this doesn't look funny. The town of Centralia, Pennsylvania, has been on fire for 55 years. Someone needs to call the fire brigade. Utah is the happiest state in the US. Are you happy in Utah? Followed by Minnesota. Alabama and West Virginia rank as the unhappiest states. Are you unhappy in Alabama and West Virginia? I don't know how they judge that, but... the one-woman town of fireworks. I'm going to just do some little wispy wisps. Yeah? I know. I'm good at this. This voiceover malarkey. And I'm making sure that I start from the centre. I do cock up here in a sec. Look, I'll show you now. No, in a sec. And then I'm doing some thinner wispy bits in between them. Making sure to start in the centre each time, because when I do that, see, bad move, silly mistake, because you want it to wisp off at the end. So start in the centre. I'm going to do a bunch of those. And then I'm going to go over them with red and blue. But you could use jelly polishes here if you wanted, like a red jelly polish and a blue jelly polish, because they won't show up on the black, but they'll show up on the white. I just went over them with the blue and red that I'm using for the rest of the video, for the sole reason that I thought it would look nicer in the thumbnail. But I'm going to add some little white stars, and I don't colour the stars in because I did do that top one in blue at first. I did it white so that the blue would show up, but it's still, the blue got a bit lost on the black. So that's what we're doing there. And once I've added the reds and the blues, I cure them and then add some more white just to kind of bring them out a bit. So that's what's happening there. Right, where are we? The one-woman town of Monowi, one of those, hopefully. Nebraska is the only official incorporated municipality with a population of 1. The sole 83-year-old resident is the city's mayor, librarian, and bartender. She's at the bar, she stands behind the bar. Would you like a drink? Runs round to the other side. Yes, please, I'll have a gin and tonic. Runs back round. Okay, would you like ice and a slice? Runs back round. Yes, please. Gets to like 1 a.m. She runs round behind the bar. I'm sorry, I think you've had enough. Oh, hilarious. Right, okay, next fact. The number of bourbon barrels in Kentucky outnumbers the state's population by more than 2 million. That's one hell of a lock-in. Something about temperature. The world's tiniest park is in Portland. In brackets, it says naturally. So I'm guessing, I don't know, there are a lot of parks in Portland, maybe. Measuring a mere 2 feet wide. Oh, I thought it was the park that Ben and Leslie built. South Florida is the only place in the world where alligators and crocodiles coexist in the wild. That's cool. There are around 5,000 commercial airplanes flying over the United States at any given time. I'm going to do some blue on this one and then cure it and do some red as well. Kind of wish I'd done this on all of them. And then I'll go ahead and put some more white on that. Only 1/3, did you know, only 1/3 of all $100 bills are actually inside the United States. Well, what use are they outside of it? I don't get it. In Colma, California, the dead outnumber the living by nearly 1,000 to 1. Ooh, creepy, I like it. Something about a leprosy colony. That was what they ended on, something about a leprosy colony. Right, what else we got? I've got a few tabs open with some facts. Where are we? Montana has 3 times as many cows as it does people. Did I just say that in another one? Some of these were quite samey. I'm now using butterscotch. I'm going to do 2 coats of that. This one's my favourite. It's going to be an ice cream. I don't know why. I just thought an ice cream would look cool. Did you know that Apple, the company, has more cash than the U.S. Treasury? That's kind of scary. I mean, not for me, but yeah. 48% of Americans do not have any emergency supplies in their home whatsoever. Even fewer have fire extinguishers. I have a fire extinguisher in the garage. It's been in the house, the same one, since I moved in, I don't know how many years ago. Several years ago. It won't work. We're screwed if there's a fire. Just run to the beach. You'll be fine. 1 in 3 Americans are obese. Okay. That's hardly a strange fact that nobody knows, isn't it? What else have we got? What else have we got for you? I'm mixing butterscotch with some blackout to make a darker one. No, with some brandy snap. So those crisscrosses are brandy snap. And I cured after doing them in one direction, or just flash cured to hold them in place so that it didn't drag through when I did them in the other direction. I've now mixed a bit of black with brandy snap, and I'm going to do the left side of each of those diamonds in a little L in that colour, and then I'll mix brandy snap with some white and do the same but on the right side. Waffle cones don't look like, the waffly bits. The crisscross isn't like attached onto the waffle cone. It's all kind of part of it, but I was just being a bit faffy and thought, let's add highlights and whatnot. And if I ever do that, I don't look at a picture. I just think, right, put shadows on one side, highlights on the other side. Good to go. You're fine. That's fine. Right, what else have we got? The Stars and Stripes laden shirts, swimsuits and hats that many wear on the 4th of July technically break the US flag code, which states that no part of the flag should ever be used as a costume or athletic uniform. That said, the code doesn't prescribe penalties for the act of flag misuse. It leaves that up to the governments and the federal government for offences in the District of Columbia. I'm doing red now, the royal red. I'm going to do 1 coat of this and then do the white and the blue. And I do go back and do a 2nd coat of the red, and I only do 1 coat of the white and blue. White because it didn't need any more because it's just awesomely opaque. And blue because I either A, forgot to do a 2nd coat, or B, couldn't be bothered. Probably B. But the red I did just because you could see some of the cone through it. But I thought I'd rather do the white and then do a 2nd coat of the red once the white's on, because otherwise white's going to have to cover 2 coats of red, which will be a bit trickier, but not too tricky. Whatever, you can do 2 coats of white that way if you like. Right, what else have we got? 1 out of 8 Americans has been employed by McDonald's. Okay. Small park again, alligators again, planes again, coins. It costs more than the coin is worth to make the coin. Okay. We have Betsy Ross, who got the credit for designing the original 13-star. Shall we try that again? Betsy Ross got the credit for designing the original 13-star version of the American flag, but the current flag was designed by Bob Heft, a plucky 17-year-old who dreamed up the 50-star flag in 1958 for a history project. So there you go. The average American throws away 4.4 pounds of trash daily. That means that around 1.4 billion pounds of trash gets thrown out in the United States every single day. This makes a nation of some of the most wasteful people on the entire planet. That's not a happy fact. Right, I'm adding some stars and then some hundreds of thousands in white, and then red on the white and white on the red, just to go with the red and white stripes on the flag. Okay, did you know the Statue of Liberty, which adorns pretty much every bit of tourist memorabilia you can purchase in the Big Apple, is actually not located in New York City at all. It's technically in Jersey City, New Jersey. Who knew? ? The copper statue was a gift from France to the United States in October 1886. During Prohibition, this is a good one, the U.S. government poisoned alcohol in its efforts to discourage drinking. They ordered the poisoning of industrial alcohols. By the end of Prohibition in 1933, the federal poisoning program is estimated to have killed at least 10,000 people. Whew. And last one, let's have a look. America does not have an official language. 58 countries have English as an official language, but not the US. Though English is clearly America's de facto first language, only around 78% of the population speak it as a first or joint first language. Well, there you go. There's also a video on my channel for these two nails. I will put a link in the description. Let me know which one of these is your favourite. Mine is the ice cream and the sparkly one. I've never done fireworks before, so I hope they're okay because they were requested. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for lots more videos. You can also follow Miss Jo's on Instagram. I appreciate you being here so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.